Today, we are going to be talking about how our wealth identity, how we view ourselves as abundant beings, how it affects our level of gratitude. All right? So let's get into it. Thank you first for joining me for another episode of the Tamara Collective, where dreams have no filter. New subscribers, I appreciate you. Those of you that have been here, I appreciate you as well. Thank you for listening. Let's get into this. What is gratitude? Well, dictionary.com tells us that gratitude is a state of being grateful. You guessed it. Gratitude is a quality of being, existing in gratefulness. All right? You can say that a ton of different ways, but you get the idea. When you exist from a state of being grateful, there is no attachment to any amount. There is no type of condition, label. When you're grateful, you're just grateful, right? Having gratitude is attached to your ability to receive. It is in the appreciation of receipt of a thing, not the thing itself. Gratitude is related to the appreciation in the receipt of the thing. All right, so let's get into this a little bit deeper. How does gratitude relate to our wealth identity? Now, we know wealth means complete well-being in every single part of your life. In this video, when I talk about wealth, I'm going to focus specifically on money. All right? Just to simplify this. But again, I want to emphasize wealth is total well-being. It is good health. It is having good, healthy relationships, being in community, being fulfilled in every single day of your life. All right? So, how does gratitude relate to your wealth identity? We can say money identity. Well, first, we're going to do a comparison between how you view gratitude if you're viewing it from a lack identity versus an abundant identity. So, when you are existing from a state of abundance, when you view abundance as part of you, not outside of you, it's easy to be grateful. It's easy to be grateful. Why? Because you understand, because you are abundant, that money is infinite for you. All right? When you go to pay a bill, when you go to the grocery store, you're not looking at the money that's going out of your hand or the money that's coming out of your account. You're not viewing that as, oh, that money is just going out. I'm just spending money. No, you're not. When you view yourself as an abundant being, you know that you are circulating money, which means that money that you're using to pay for that bill, the money that you're using to go shopping, it is coming back to you in infinite measure. Okay? Now, and you're grateful for that because you already know it's coming back to me. When you exist from a lack identity, you view that money as, oh my God, I'm spending this money, as if that's it, as if that money, if that has diminished your stack. Gratefulness then becomes a struggle. So rather than you saying, You know, I have this money and I'm grateful that I'm paying this bill. I'm grateful that I'm buying these groceries or buying whatever it is that I need and want. You're viewing it as, okay, this is a task to pay this bill. This is a task to buy this stuff. I don't know, because in your mind you're thinking, because you exist from lack, is now I have to go out and make more. Now this is going to be hard for me to replenish this money that is just going out, that I'm just spending, because you're viewing money as scarce. You're viewing money as hard to get because you have not recognized yourself as an infinite being, as a prosperous being. Also, when we talk about being grateful, we also have to talk about how you receive. What do I mean by that? So, since we're talking about money, let's stick with that. How do you receive money? When you exist from an abundance identity, it's easy for you to receive money, because any receipt of money, regardless of the amount, you're recognizing that as overflow. You're recognizing the money being given to you as an opportunity for you to use your magnetism to multiply that money. When you are existing from lack identity, it's difficult for you to receive that money in gratitude, because you're still viewing abundance as separate from you. So here's a very good example. This is something that I used to do. When I existed from lack identity, anytime, over the years I've gotten money for, birthdays, my birthdays when I graduated, from my degree programs, I got money as gifts. And I would show gratitude, by saying thank you to the giver, giving hugs to the giver for the money. But all the while I was thinking, okay, how much more do I need now to pay for this or to pay for that? Am I going to have enough to pay for this bill? So you see that gratefulness, it was hard for me to be grateful to just receive that amount, to just accept that amount without going into, okay, is this going to be enough? How much more money am I going to need? How much money am I going to need to go out and make or to get to pay for this bill or that bill? It was me always constantly judging the amounts. Okay, so my gratefulness was very fleeting. But that's what you do when you operate from a lack identity. But when you operate from an abundant identity, regardless of whether someone is gifting you money or regardless of whether you find money on the ground, you instantly count that money. Again, regardless of the amount, you instantly count that as movement and as proof, whether you needed it or not, that money flows to you, that you are money, that you are the abundance that money is seeking to exist in. When you receive money, you recognize that as movement in your manifestation for money increase. You recognize yourself as a money multiplier. So here's another example. I have always had, and I'm sure you all can relate to if you're watching, I know increase in money is for me. I know elevation in my bank accounts is for me. Elevation in my investments is for me, right? So one time I asked the universe, I said, show me how easy it is for money to flow into my life. I said that one morning, early in the morning. I remember it was really early, it was before the sun came up. And went on about my day, took a walk, and it was the wind was a little bit heavier than usual. I was walking, minding my own business, and actually forgot what I had asked for. And I saw, walking, again, minding my own business, a dollar bill floated right across my pathway. Now, because I had not fully accepted my abundance identity, I walked right past that dollar until it took me a minute to say, oh, wait a minute. Is this the demonstration I was asking for? Well, because it was only a dollar, I was about to bypass that dollar because it was only a dollar, because I judged the amount. I almost walked right past my demonstration. Now, for some of you, that may not mean anything, but for me, it meant everything. Still means a lot, okay? So you view yourself, each dollar amount that you get, I don't care if it's coins, you view that as manifestation of your increase in income. Because when you express gratitude, you know that because you are a money multiplier, you know that the words that you are speaking in, your thankfulness, you know that your words have instantly multiplied that money for you. And also for the giver, even if someone gave it to you, okay, gave you that money. But like I said, when you are in lack identity, you start to compare the amount. You start to say things just like I did when that dollar came floating across my feet. I said, it's only a dollar. You receive money and you start to judge it. Well, it's only $2. If you get a free coffee, do you say, oh, this is amazing, thank you for the demonstration of increase? Or are you saying, well, it's only coffee, it was probably only $5, $4, $6, $7, however much coffee costs? You have to question that for yourself. So I leave you with that. If you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comments. Also, I want to tell you that I am working on a new book that goes even deeper into our wealth identity and how we view gratitude and our gratitude level. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited to get that out to you guys. But in the meantime, again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Let me know what your takeaways are from this video. I know that it helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with everyone you know. And until next time, cheers.